in this box is one of the most hyped instruments on Kickstarter this year, and I supported it. Let's check it out. Thank you so much for supporting Chompi Kickstarter. Oh, it does look very pretty. USB cable, quick starter. This is the Kickstarter Pink and Gold edition, of which only 600 exist. Now it works. Ooh, beautiful. Plug it in somewhere. Pitch. Endless encoder. Magic. It is making nice sounds out of the box from that sign that's in here, but I'm not really understanding how things work yet. Recording? Playing? Okay. Wow, okay. Let's record something new. Okay, I get it now. Let's add some effect. It's now the looper. Ooh. That's cool. Ooh. Easy to build something. Okay, let's try that again. Clear? How do I clear it? Both? How do I clear this? Okay, I think I need to read the manual. Hold play and pause plus loop. Okay, good. So that was it. Worked like I expected. So let's record something first here. Playback. Pitch it down. It's very easy to do something beautiful with this. Manual. What is even the shift button? I've read the manual a bit, which is handily also on the back side here. And I figured out now that the Chompi button is also the shift button, which unlocks a whole bunch of different features, which is very handy. But now I want to see if I can make a little piece with this. And first of all, I'm going to sample an instrument into here. And I'm going to start with, oh, my ancient OP1 that just shut itself off. No. There's a lot of space before it plays. I can change this with this. Bit more of that lovely reverb, a delay. It is very lush. And now a little bit of that overdrive. Now I can pitch this down in tune. Oh no, I over-recorded it. Okay, so that will happen because the shift button has different functions, whether I'm in jammy mode or in Chompi mode. So right now I just used it as a record button, so I deleted what I recorded. Typical. Let's re-record again. Go here. Now I want to save the sound. Let's see how that works. That's always the most complicated operation on any instrument. So there are all these handy little numbers on the manual, but none on the keys. Look at how good this is done on the OP1. Nothing here, so you have to remember them. Shift, save, and now I can save this here. Okay, good. It's saved now. Good. So you have to learn this as well as all the other functions. But could those not have been printed on the buttons? Because it is logical. And there's nice color coding to help you with things, but we can now also resample things. So therefore, I have to go to Shift and Input Select, which is this. So I have to go like this. Good. Now I go to Recording. Now I'm going to play. I'm going to resample this. It's a gorgeous reverb. Okay, stop here. So now. Cool. Let's see how orchestral we can get. Let's make the attack a bit softer on this. Therefore, I press this and then get a longer attack and also exchange the decay. Make it longer. So, looper. Now maybe we want the effects now to be after the looper, so we can change that. Shift, effects. Pitch everything down. The effect and the resampling, the fun of pitching things down with this is definitely the star of the show right now. Let's add a different sound. Can hear the sound? I don't think you can hear it because it's It's muting the sound to sample from the main output. Interesting. Probably to avoid feedback and such. The stutter feature, when you only sample short parts, is very nice. I just wish it was clickless, because right now I get these little clicks. And can be character, but sometimes you don't want those. Is there an undo for the loop? No undo, so I'm stuck with the... well, we are stuck with the little errors that I made. Well, that's the first piece I made with Chompi. It's a dark ambient machine. But yeah, there's a few things I'm really missing now. That is a way to set loop points, because now the sample will just loop over its entirety. So there's no way to get a sustained sound from something that has a bit of a movement, such as this sample, the string sample that I recorded last. Let's make another piece. Zuiko ST50. Okay, wow. Yeah, okay. I want to try the first sound again, make something simpler this time. Okay, so with the preset, it appears to only save the basics, the basic sample. I had issues that this button wasn't triggering. No, this is not triggering. Am I reaching polyphony limits already? Okay, this time it worked. Now this sound is way louder than the other. Can I adjust this? No. Going further into the manual, there's a cubby mode made for one-shots, and you can access it by going to here, and then here you get loops. But I'm not so sure how to create one of these bangs. Let's figure it out. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, so now I go here. And now I'm gonna try and save to this. And here. And here. Done. La 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 la. Okay, that's pretty easy. Just save it to a cubby bang. Let's record some piano phrases. I've recorded a few piano loops and chopped them up in the cubby mode, and now I can play them. I've added a bit of tape wobble with the second effect, which I find nice. And now I can play this into the loop. I'm gonna arm the loop by pressing play and then hitting record. So now it will only record once I start playing. Once you've set up a bunch of loops, it can be fun. And the thing is, you have to always just use your ear and your imagination. And there's no screen, there's no way you can actually like edit anything. It's a bit like a very, 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 very simple MPC in that regard. And the simplicity is actually kind of fun. It forces you to just roll with things instead of overthinking too much, which is something I always enjoy. And that made me a bit more appreciative of Chompi. I didn't know this mode existed, I had no idea, and it is a bit hidden in the manual even, I find, because I think this is actually very powerful. While editing in cubby mode, though, some things weren't saved correctly, I felt. Like pitch information would always be slightly different from before, while backwards and forwards position seemed to work just fine. Now, along with all the other bugs that I've encountered, I think there's still work to be done with this. My first impression of Chompi is mixed. I love the effects section, the looper. That is absolutely fantastic. It is very tape style, and the jog wheel is just a perfect interface for that. And it's no wonder that I like how they implemented it, because according to the team who emailed me after realizing that I had supported their Kickstarter and were just about to ship my unit. In fact, a couple of your video projects have made a pretty significant impact on some of our design choices as we've been creating Chompi's workflow. And yeah, so this part and the effects, absolutely wonderful. The sound engine as a whole sounds rather good. In using this, I had to look up a bunch of things in the manual, which is surprising, because this seems to be also marketed for education and for kids, even though it has all the professional interface options. The full manual even says better have your cheat sheet ready, which I don't think should be necessary. Because, yeah, I mean, things are written on the keys here, and they could be written the same on the keys here, I think. It's not ideal to have the shift function not clearly labeled. And it introduces some user errors as well. Then we've got the point of haptics. I don't think these keys are ideal for playing the keyboard. The OP1 has a similar style of keys, which are a bit computery, more like laptop keys, but it's way more logical, they're bigger, they're more flat, and there's a division between the white and the black keys that is helpful in figuring out where things are while not looking at the keyboard. If you come from a programming background, you might prefer these function keys as your keyboard. For a first product, Chompi is very impressive, and they're trying something new, and I really like that. From what I read in the manual, this is designed to be customizable. So you can put in different keys here, different knobs, all different kind of things, different faceplates, which is interesting. But of course, it creates these sharp edges overall. I think this makes it feel cheaper than it actually is, because yeah, this is the special edition, but it cost me about 800 euro with import, and that's the price you can get a used OP1 for. Alternatively, the VSS 30 still exists, and you could get something like the Chroma console and you would still be about the same price. And that would be also a fun combination which could do similar things to Chompi. Another very cheap but very powerful alternative to Chompi are the Brambos plugins, Salome, Fluss and Gauss. Fluss and Gauss I developed together with him, and Salome is basically his take on a simple sampler keyboard. It's all on the iPad, on the iPhone. That said, it is a unique instrument made for a very specific free-floating style of making music, which I find wonderful that it exists. And it does look very, very cute. It is so cute that I promised my youngest daughter Rosa that she would get to explore it once I was done with this video. She loves the OP1 and all the other keyboards I have, as well as noisemakers, so this is perfect for her. If you're on my Patreon, there's music and a soundtrack from this video waiting there for you, as well as exclusive videos. Thanks for your support. It really means the world to me. That's it for this video. If you've more questions about Chompi, drop them in the comments below, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.